What's up, guys? It's your boy Raf, and welcome to Impacting Ministries, a channel for transparency and spiritual growth. So today I'm with.
Your boy Zav.
That's what you got to say?
Anyways, yeah, you're here with your boy Zav here. I'm Raf's cousin from Barbados. And I'm just here to share a few thoughts about some of each other about this key thing in our Christian walk called our mindset.
Jeez. All right. Smooth things. So let's get straight into it. So, what first comes to mind in terms of your daily mindset? So, when you wake up, what is your mindset? Waking up, what is it?
Really, it's really like a routine, to be honest. When I wake up, it's just get ready, get out the house. To be honest, and a lot of times my mindset when I first wake up, it really doesn't include, or a lot of times I forget to include giving thanks to God in that in my mindset. A lot of times I'm just focused on getting ready. I like to say I didn't have enough time or I was rushing, so I couldn't give God thanks or say a prayer or read a little devotion. But a lot of times I forget to include God in my mindset. So yeah.
I hear that. If I'm honest, I've been there as well. So there's days I'm just so locked into the things I need to do. So work, I know I need to get up, get ready, get my way to work, and sometimes I neglect that time with God. So it's about being able to the night before have that kind of premeditated routine already established to be like, cool. When I wake up, well, I'm gonna set my alarm 5 minutes early. So when I wake up, and I'm gonna give God them 5 minutes, or do whatever you need to do with God, and then maybe go for a walk or maybe some press ups. This guy needs to get his morning press ups and sit ups, and then just going forward with it like that. So, moving on to challenges, what would you say are some of the challenging thoughts that you experience as a young man?
A big one, which has been already discussed on this channel, is lust. A lot of lustful thoughts, especially as a teenager. I'm 17 years old myself, so I'm still going through puberty or coming down to the end of puberty. So your hormones on a high, and you're surrounded by other young people who hormones are also running crazy. So a lot of times lustful thoughts fill my mind, and I'm not gonna say it's easy to get rid of them or ignore them or resist the temptation. But yeah, that's really how it is a lot of times. That's a very big challenge for me. What about you?
I appreciate that transparency firstly. Similar to you, I definitely say lust is a big thing that I'm on a journey of working through. I would say it's been a constant battle, even from before your age up to now. It's been constant battling with masturbation, porn, relationships with different females, and just making sure that I'm not allowing it to go all the way. And even if it's not going all the way to sex, not thinking, oh, because I haven't crossed that line of sex, that what I've done is acceptable. And that is what I say I'm on a journey of trying to constantly shut them thoughts down, because the thoughts, they're always coming. We're in a sexualized society where it doesn't matter, subconsciously there's going to be music around you or content when you're scrolling, there's going to be something sexual that comes up. So there's always lustful seeds that are being planted when we don't even anticipate them or even plan for them. So for me, it's been a journey of trying to implement boundaries regarding what I listen to, what I watch, certain environments, for example, bedroom, car, other areas or places where it's just one-on-one, and just trying to cut those up. But I would definitely say lust is probably one of the biggest struggles or in the battle of the mind. So yeah. How should we go forward from it?
Come with that question.
Let's see. We can start from the top. So how do you think your mindset is different at 17 compared to mine at 23?
I wouldn't necessarily say that it is different in that our mindsets are completely different. I just say the focus of what our mindset is on is different. So, for example, I'm still in school. I'm focused on studying, making sure I'm on top of my game in school, whatever that's related to. And you probably know you're in the working world, so your mindset is probably on, let me get to work, let me make some money, while mine is on, let me get these good grades, which is technically the same mindset as we're driven, saying that we're driven, but we're driven to meet different goals that we're setting for ourselves. So I don't think really the mindset is different, it's just the focus or what we're driving to do that's what the difference is, I believe.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, what would you say are intrinsic motivators for you? Intrinsic, internally, what internally motivates you?
I would say, just the desire to do good and, make family proud motivates me. Also, on top of that, the constant reminder that Jesus, he has a plan set out for us, right? So once we wake up every day and we're alive, we still have a plan to fulfill, or he still has something for us to do on this earth. So that kind of drives me, motivates me, even in times where I'm kind of down or not as focused or feeling like why do I still have to do this and so on, so on, so on. So it's just a good reminder, or is a motivator for me, that Jesus has a plan for each and every one of us, and we are made in his own image, and whatever he has for us is what is the best thing for us. So we just have to trust his plan and trust his timing for the moment.
So on that point of trusting, would you say there's ever times in your mind where you have doubts that even though you know God has a plan for you, that it's hard to see them, or you feel maybe the plans that God has for you may not come to fruition? Do you feel you experience any doubts or any fears like that?
Well, yeah, for sure, and I'm not gonna say it's okay to have these doubts, but it's more common than you expect to have these doubts. In that, humans naturally, we're stubborn people because we were born into this world sinful. So we want to do one thing. God is sending us a different direction. So obviously there's that clash there. When we're going this way and Lord sending us this way, there's always going to be that clash. And I think it's very necessary that we have connections with people in our life that are there to, kind of support us and give us correct advice or encouragement or guidance in terms of motivation to allow us to see that God's plan is best for us, and not feel like we're unworthy, or we're what's the word for it, or we're disappointing God by having thoughts that, Lord, I don't know, like I really don't know what you're doing. Like, it's really good to have those people in your life, whether that's family, friends, pastor, but somebody that is of sound faith and that you can trust fully with whatever you're doing.
That's a good answer. I like how you touched on having like an external source of accountability to kind of support you when you have those doubts about what your purpose is, or feeling low in motivation. I would definitely always advocate for a mentor or just like a role model or someone that you can look up to and kind of have those conversations. Obviously, I know in church settings it can sometimes be hard to establish that person outside of our friendship groups, but I'd always push to try and find, as a young person, try and find someone a bit older. I'd say minimum like 10 years or so. But at least say you're in your teens, someone that's in their late 20s. If you're in your 20s, someone that's in even their early 30s, just someone that has a bit more experience on you, so they can kind of say, okay, I've been down that path you've been down, and this is how it turned out for me. But from what I've learned from that experience, this is what I would encourage you to do. And also on that thought, I'd also encourage the idea of counseling or seeking therapy. I think it also helps to manage the thoughts that you have and have someone to express those thoughts to, because it's easy to suppress those thoughts, and eventually, like we always say, it's like a volcano. You internalize those thoughts and eventually they'll erupt when you least expect it. So those are two things that I definitely advocate for based off what I've said. So on that point regarding seeking external support or assistance, how comfortable are you with opening up with people? Like, take me through what it requires for you to kind of open up to someone and say, okay, this is what I'm struggling with, I need your support, can you keep me accountable?
I think, as a young person, it's very hard to, open up to people about the problems that you're facing, because a lot of the time, I should never be doing this or that. I would say to do some serious praying. It's okay to take breaks. He's there smiling, happy, jolly, because he thinks he has lost another one of God's children. But I'm here to tell you that is not true.